updated working practices going back to the age of steam.
Now, after being diagnosed with a rare debilitating illness 18 months ago, Kelly Boyson lost her job and was confined to her home. Unable to work because of Menieres disease, she turned to puzzles and colouring books to occupy her time. Well, that led to her creating her own drawings, and her first collection has now been published as an adult colouring book. Kelly is with us and can tell us more now. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in.
No problem.
I think lots of people may never have heard of Menieres before.
No.
Just give us a sense of what it's like and what the condition is like.
So it is very different for everyone. No one has the exact same issues. So I started off getting really dizzy. Everything was spinning around me, and I'd collapse on the floor with no notice. Vomiting, nausea, and it could last 3 hours, 4 hours, and then I wouldn't actually get over it for 24 hours, which is why it affected work so much. And
you had a terrifying experience, I think, where you were on the underground and,
yeah.
and you had one of these moments and you were there for several hours.
Yeah, so it was at Stockwell Station and it was at rush hour in the morning, and everything started spinning. Luckily there was someone there to help me, but they did call an ambulance, and because Menieres is something that passes and you're not in any danger, they didn't actually send an ambulance for me, so I was put in an office for 3 hours until the transport police officer that was with me decided to take me to the hospital himself.
Yeah, it must be really frustrating at times as well for you that you kind of knocked out almost without being able to move. So you had to spend an awful lot of time at home.
Yes.
And as part of that, you became extremely creative.
Yes, I did. So I have always been creative in the past, but I've never drawn, I've never doodled or anything like that. But having done other people's colouring books, the idea behind them, and obviously because they helped me so much, I thought it might help other people as well. And
there is a theme to all of the drawings that you've done.
Yes, so it's places in the world, places I've been to, places I haven't been to, but yeah, it's all buildings and monuments.
It's strange because often people might think adult colouring books, but there has been a weird boom, hasn't there, in recent years, and you go into shops, they're everywhere. Yeah. The craze for this is big. Is that why you thought about kind of getting into this?
The reason I actually did it was, first of all, it relaxed me and it helped me get through such a hard time of my life. And after colouring in thousands of pages, what do you do after that? So that's how I decided to actually start drawing myself.
And you're hoping to, at some extent as well, raise awareness of this condition you have. And unfortunately, there isn't any known cure at this stage, but you get respite at some point?
Yes, so obviously, again, it does affect everyone differently. Some people can go, for years without having any attacks or any problems, and some people, it affects them for the rest of their life. Which I think is a bit of a problem because no one really understands it. There's not a lot of research in it. So, it's great for me to be able to help other people and get the information out there.
We can see some of your illustrations now on the screen here, and, they're complicated colouring in. This would take you some time, wouldn't it?
Yes, it does. It can take, 3 or 4 hours to do it, but, when you're at home and if it relaxes you, it's such a great way to pass the time.
And the book itself, it's out now?
Yes, it was released on the 4th of August.
And it's called...
Travels in Colour.
Travels in Colour. There we go. It's lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming in.
No problem.
We wish you well, and if you get more books on the go, we'll no doubt be speaking to you again soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
There you go. That's Kelly Boyson, who has created that adult colouring in book. Right, stay with us. We'll take another short break, but when we come back,